What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your big homie, Big Feezy. I'm kicking it, feeling good, having a good old day. I just thought about something. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to enlighten you guys on. So I had this guy by the name of Daytona that never was on time with his paper, but he always came through. Never was on time now. Like he'll tell you he got you Wednesday. You give him some Chris Brown, some Al Green Wednesday. He tell you he got you later on that night, might not come through till Thursday, till Friday. But it always come through. So it went from a situation like that to a more prolonged situation. So the longer it's prolonged, it's nothing personal. It's just business. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta implement something to, just get your money and kind of see. Sometimes when we do stuff like that, the situation's been got more personal than business, and that can be a bad thing because if I'm doing business, if I meet you in a business type of meeting, and then we go to kicking it, hanging out, you telling me about your family, sad to say, but comfort breeds contempt and or disrespect. That could ultimately make a person feel like if he say, Bill, today Monday, look out for me, I got you Wednesday, and I do it, let's just say Wednesday come through and you didn't get what you was expecting, instead of straightening your face 100% with me because you're so comfortable, he gonna understand, we cool. It could possibly make you go do something else with the money and then just be like, Bill, I got you next Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So for about a month straight, it turned to a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to cut it one day, bro, because it might be situations where I got a goal to reach. You know what I'm saying? I got this many Chris Brown CDs and I have to sell them this way, minus the ones I'm gonna smoke. So I have a quota to reach and I have to get the money for each one of these. So when you're constantly holding me back from my next goal, I can't do it no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he pushed up on me one day. He said, CB. I'm like, yeah. He's like, look, bro, I think it was like a Tuesday. He said, look, bro, just talked to Mom Dukes and talked to Pop Dukes. They both said Friday they got me on 100 each. So I'm gonna have 200 on Friday. He said, bro, fuck with me on 4 scoops of Brown, 2 scoops of Al Green. That'll be 150 he owed me because I had a lot. I was selling it kind of cheap at that time. But he had already maxed out his, favors and shit. So I was like, hey, look, Daytona, I can't do it now, bro. I can't do it this time, my nigga. I got a goal. I got a quota I'm trying to hit. He was like, I'm saying, you just got to wait till Friday. It's guaranteed. I said, but what if I could sell all this by Wednesday night or Thursday, been and read up again? Now I got more. I'm going to have more profit. I got more to manage and work with. Me waiting on you till Friday for $150 can hold me up big time, bro. Man looked at me and he got these these little eyes. A lot of girls call them pretty eyes, like hazelish, but them motherfuckers ain't pretty to me. Them motherfuckers look like cat eyes, like snake eyes. I don't trust it. I don't trust a nigga with no eyes. I don't trust a nigga with no eyes like that. Hell no. So he just looked at me for a while. Felt like a damn slithery creature looking at a nigga. He like, all right, bro, it's cool. He walk out the room. So I go back doing me. I'm chilling. I say probably a good hour went by. Maybe one good hour went by. No. I'm like, yo, he like, Daytona. I'm like, come on. Come back in the room. Now, something I noticed that was strange, and this might sound weird. Y'all gonna be like, Bill, you really tripping, but I'm serious about this. When a nigga left out, he had a white t-shirt on. When he came back, he had the long white sweater over the white tee. Like, you could still see the white tee at the collar, but it was like the long sweater over. Now, I'm about to tell you something. Y'all gonna say this sound crazy. Sometimes in them situations, when a nigga got more shit on, it can kind of make him feel a little more gangster-like. Now, I know it's gonna sound stupid. I know it is. But for some reason, I'm telling you, I don't know if a nigga think he can't get popped through that long sleeve or whatever, but this is just something I know. It's a proven fact. I paid attention to that, and it wasn't cold. He like, hey, bro, I understand what you were saying and shit. And in my head, I'm like, here we go again. Because, nigga, I done already told you we not doing that. And when people come back like that, they about to come 9 times out of 10, bring you some bullshit-ass sob story, or I promise you it ain't going to happen like that, or brother, just for, something like that. So I'm like, what's up, folks? He like, all right, look, bro, I understand what you said, and that do make sense. So how about this? Since you selling everything for 25, how about you just give me 1 scoop of Chris Brown, 1 scoop of Al Green? That's 50 I owe you on Friday. I said, I can't do it, Daytona, bro. That's gonna fuck up my goals. Now, here's the honest truth. I didn't even think I would have sold all that shit by then. It's a possibility, but the way the compound was moving at the time, I honestly about knew I wasn't gonna be up, but I had to teach him, man. Sometimes you have to teach people, bro, and you teach them through your actions. You know what I'm saying? Teach them through your actions. So that's what I had to implement. You know what I'm saying? So he like, all right, he leave out the room again. So I notice he don't talk to a nigga that much no more, which I frankly don't give a damn, because, nigga, you don't want to talk to me because you and your feelings. It is what it is. So I say about a good week go by. I'm doing me, just minding my business. Now, it's one of my guys that I rock with, but me and him had some discrepancies, you know what I'm saying, a while back, but he hit me. He was like, hey, bro, call my phone. I looked at the text message, kept doing what I was doing. Then I hear somebody say, where the hell you going, Daytona? Where the hell you going? So I hop up out the bed. I don't go out the room. I just look out the blind, not the blinds. Shit, ain't no damn blinds in there. I look out the little flap, and I see Daytona walking to the door with all his property. So then I stick my head out the door, look around, just try to see if it's a situation, because he was a civilian, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, is there a situation where niggas is trying to slide him or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? So I don't see nothing going on. And I heard he looked back at somebody. He was like, man, I just got to go get my mind right. Just got to go get my mind right. Now, that could be a real thing, because I think I've went to the hole before on some shit. Like, I just got to get my mind right. I'm tired of being around you niggas. That do make sense. But a lot of times, that's a catch-out move. Like, you're leaving for another reason. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to say, I'm trying to get my mind right, to make it seem not that bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, though. That nigga ain't, he been acting weird ever since I didn't do that no way. So it is what it is. I go right back in my bed, go to doing me. So probably about 3 days later, I'm on a walk. So bro who texted me and said, bro, call me, he was on the other side of the walk. Say, see Bill? Say, see Bill? So I'm like, yeah. He like, bro, I had pulled up on you. You ain't see it. I said, yeah, I just forgot. I said, I'm going to get back at you. He said, yeah, bro, pull up on me, bro. Pull up on me. I'm like, all right, for sure. So I said, man, thank you. Fuck, that nigga want me to pull up on him so bad. For, you know what I'm saying? So I called a nigga later on. He answered. I'm like, what's up, folks? He like, hey, bro, what's up with you and you had an issue up there? I'm like, hell no, what you mean? He like, hold on real quick, hold on. So he put me on hold. The nigga come back in, and he got some people on the phone. Some people that got some pull that got to do with what I got to do with, you know what I'm saying? So they like, yeah, brother, what the hell going on up there? So immediately I jump up, push the door open, I'm looking around. I'm trying to see if somebody done reported something, like a situation going on. You feel me? So I'm trying to see, like, the fuck are they talking about? So, we address each other in those situations. You address each other as sir and all that type shit. So I'm like, no, sir, nothing going on up here, sir. What you guys talking about? So he say, hold on. He clicked somebody else in. I'm like, man, what the fuck really going on at this point? The man say, so, can you go get somebody else, C-Bill, as a, just as a witness? So I'm like, go get somebody as a witness. Now, it's some shit that done been put on my name. I know for sure. It's either some shit that done been put on my name and they need to make sure somebody else in the same dorm hear it, or it's some shit very sensitive about somebody, like something finna happen to a nigga. But the fact that they did not specify who they wanted me to go get, I knew it couldn't be that option, because what if I go get the nigga y'all finna talk about? You know what I'm saying? So I know it had to be something about me. So I stick my head out though, call one of my bros up there. He come up there to the room, got the phone on speaker. He say what he say, let them know, you know, it's him. He tapping in, he checking in. So they like, was there any situation up there? So he like, shit, not that I know of, what the hell going on? He said, so wasn't no situation between the brother C-Bill and Daytona? Instantly, it pissed me off. Because, nigga, why y'all just had to you could have just asked me that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could have just straight up asked me, something happened with you in Daytona? Feel me? So, I'm like, man, ain't nothing going on with that, man. So, bro, look up at me. He confused as shit. He like, the fuck are they talking about? I'm like, bro, I don't know. I have no earthly idea. These folk tweaking. So, he like, all right, man, we're gonna look into it or whatever. He was like, yeah, we'll hit y'all boys back. So the phone hung up. So I called bro back, who texted me the other day and was on some shit like, call me. So I called him. I'm like, hey, folk, you know, just one-on-one between me and you. What the fuck going on, bro? He was like, man, shit. That nigga Daytona said y'all got into it about some Chris Brown or something. Man, that nigga said he slapped you, bro. And then he said he got paranoid after he slapped you. And he got down, went and just put himself on the door because he didn't know if the guys was finna try to do something to him. But, you know, they was calling me, asking me. They trying to figure out if a nigga slapped you. You feel me? Like, nigga, wasn't nothing done about that? I said, bro, how long you been on me? He said, about 3-4 years. I said, do you believe a nigga slapped me and wasn't filled with holes immediately? So he started laughing. He like, hell no, I don't believe it. But, you know, woot. So I'm like, bro, ain't no way. So I'm like, where the fuck that nigga Daytona went? So he said he went to the hole. So it take me about 3 days at this point to finesse my way to the hole, because the administration, that's when they start looking at a nigga, start getting on a nigga top about doing shit, because niggas had my name in their mouth. So now they kind of restricting my movement, and when I leave from work, they might make me go that way instead of letting me go whichever way I want to, you know what I'm saying? So they was watching a nigga a little bit, because they had reason to believe nigga was, you know, transporting shit or whatever. So I finally make my way down into the hole, cool ass officer working. He let me in. Say Daytona. He finally say, yeah. I run to the room. I look at the thing, make sure it's him. I lift up his flap. I'm like, folks, you told somebody you smacked me, nigga? He like, what? Who the hell said, man, that's cap. That's cap. I ain't never said no shit like that. I told such and such that we had a little argument. Where I'm like, oh, we ain't even had no argument. What are you talking about, Daytona? You know what I'm saying? So he like, yeah. I'm like, nah, bro, you got to straighten that, bro. You got to straighten that. So I set it up to have somebody else come with me to the hole as a witness. Took us about another 2 days. We got down there. Daytona said the same thing in front of his face. We leave. He let the folks know. I heard him with my own 2 ears say that man said, ain't none of that, no shit like that never happened. You know what I'm saying? So they like, shit, all right, for sure. We was just trying to see, bro, because like, nigga, we ain't going out like that. I'm like, come on, bro. What the fuck type nigga I look like? What I look like, bro? You know what I'm saying? I felt insulted. Because it's like, damn, that's how niggas looking at a nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really think my big overgrown ass done let another grown man smack me, and that was just it. You just smacked me, and that was it. But stop. You got me too fucked up. And I ain't the biggest gangster in the world. I ain't trying to be. I'm just me. I'm C-Bill. I'm a mug. Feel me? But it's just like, hell nah. So, probably about a month go by. I'm not even thinking about this shit. I'm thinking this shit blew over in the wind. It's about a good month went by. Bro who called me and said, who texted me and said, hey, call me. He texts my phone and say, hey, G, you available to talk? So I text right back and say, yeah. He said, I'm about to call you, mute your phone. I'm like, all right, for sure. He called me, I mute the phone. As soon as I mute the phone, like he was already on the phone, it was a 3-way. He said, so listen, bro, what is your point in bringing this up again? This is what the bro saying. He like, bro, what is your point in bringing this up again? I mean, you say you smacked C-Bill, he ain't did shit about it. You know, we looked into it. You switched your whole story when the other brother came up there as his witness. So what is your point of keep talking about this and keep bringing it up? He was like, man, I hear Daytona voice. Man, I just want to let y'all know that nigga is a real hoe, bro. Like, that nigga is a hoe, bro. Like, Real shit, bro. Like, ain't no way that man running around here claiming this and this. That nigga is a real chump, bro. Like, I real life dog smack shit. So they're like, was anybody around? He like, no, we was in his room. He said, and I smacked him. And then the nigga gave me what I was asking for. In that moment, in that exact moment, the way I thought about stabbing Daytona in his face multiple times was crazy. I prayed about it. Now this whole situation done came up again. You know what I'm saying? Whole situation done came up again. They constantly asking other people in the dorm. And like I say, like, bro, come on, bro. Y'all my guys, bro. Why y'all even going for this shit? Like, I don't like no situation where nigga just believe anything he hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. So, I ain't even studying them niggas at this point. So, one of the guys who was in the dorm who had a little positioning, feel me, he tried to tell me some fuck shit like, oh, until this is over with, feel me, you just gotta chill. Any people you be around, you gotta constantly have a witness. Man, before that nigga even finished talking, I said, nigga, I ain't gotta do none of that shit. You got me fucked up, nigga. Ain't now nigga put their hands on me and nothing ain't happened back to him. Not now, nigga. I mean, if I got jumped before, I done got jumped a couple times. You feel me? Nigga couldn't get back at everybody, but you just talking about a nigga, one nigga walking up doing something to me, man. Please, cut it out, man. I bucked on the whole system. I tell the nigga straight up, nigga got me fucked up. Nigga, I ain't about to have no restrictions on me because some sucker talking about. So I say about, man, hours later, bro, a call come through from another camp. You know, people I was running with got into it real big with another group, and somebody died. You feel me? And somebody got airlifted. Somebody almost died, and somebody really did die. And this shit can get camp to camp. So now, Daytona is nowhere on a nigga mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, nowhere. Because I'm focused on this. I'm focused about the life, the serious shit now. So, you know, it was immediately implemented. Everybody going out to eat together. Everybody leaving out the dorm together. You know, if the majority want to stay in, everybody staying on some shit like that. So the next morning, sausage, links, and pancake day. Everybody decided to go out. So we out this bitch probably about 18 deep, bro. You got little stragglers and shit out here. We walking up to the gate. You got the niggas who trying to do up. It's two niggas all the way at the end, all the way at the gate. I look up, don't know these niggas, don't recognize these niggas, but we still back from a distance. As we get closer, one of my folks say, hey, G, ain't that Daytona? So here's the thing. It's 5:30 in the morning. It's dark as hell. It's 18 of us out here, plus the other fucking 20 that came out the dorm. You know, just other people, other groups and stuff. So we super deep. Y'all is down a very long, narrow walk area, and the end of that gate is locked. So they doo-wopping, trying to get back in the chow hall with us to make it seem as if they're a part of our dorm. But I guess they was thinking the gate was going to already get unlocked. Bro, as we get closer and closer, it's Daytona and somebody else. So the nigga got his back against the thing, like against the brick wall right there by the chow hall. So, you know, I definitely started walking up a little bit more because I done thought about this moment multiple times. We get up there, all these witnesses. I walk clean up to that nigga. I said, fuck, you told somebody you slapped me? He said, man, hell no, who the... And before he could finish talking, I like flinched at him with the open hand like I was finna smack him. Man, the way that nigga jumped, ducked, turned, hollered, thought he was hit. Come on, bro, you tripped. Pulled my candy bar out. I said, fuck, don't ever in your fucking life play with me. I don't really know what your reason and your purpose behind doing that, behind saying that and not leaving it alone, knowing you lying. Like, I don't even think nobody is that mad, you know what I'm saying, to the point I'm gonna just keep this going. And then it made me feel like he a stupid nigga too, because we in prison, bro. You know I'm gonna run into you again, and you know that ain't never happened. So that let me know right there, you an old mental health ass nigga, like for real, like really need to be on meds type shit. And I was just like, bro, don't ever in your fucking life play with me like that again, nigga. Nigga will whack you right now. So it's like two of the guys like, man, CB, flip that nigga, man. You ain't even gonna get in trouble. It's dark. Flip that nigga, man. Pop that nigga ass, man. So he like, bro. So I asked the nigga. I said, bro, the only thing that gonna keep me from whacking your ass right here, right now. Bro, tell me, what was your purpose? Like, why did you do that and then kept that going like that, knowing you was lying? I just want to know the purpose. I'm trying to figure out the psychology behind. Bro, I don't know, bro. That shit just blew me, bro. I felt like we were better than that. The lieutenant was coming through the gate, put the candy bar out. She unlocked the gate, let us go in. That nigga didn't even go in. He immediately went the other way, told the lieutenant this ain't his dorm. Feel me? And they was telling me for the longest, like, man, you tripping. I don't know what type shit you be. I know how to flip that, baby. It's like, it ain't no point. It ain't no purpose. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's the story of how I spared Daytona. And I encourage all you guys, man, to do the right thing to the best of your capabilities. Stay out of trouble. Big homie, big fees. I'm gone.